It's Jackie from the Marengo-Union Library here for the Adult Patriotic Craft. Happy 4th of July. Okay, so what we're going to be making this month is a candle holder. And what we have inside here is rice. And I'm going to show you how to color the rice. So in your kit you'll have rice, a candle, and this really pretty star glass candle holder. And what you need to do is first you want to color your rice. Now, as you can see here, I've got red, white, and blue rice. So the rice itself is white to begin with, right? So we need to make is some blue rice and some red rice. So how you color rice, if you haven't done that before, I will tell you, is you take a cup of rice and half a teaspoon of vinegar. So it's not a whole lot. Okay, got half a teaspoon of vinegar here. Sprinkle it over my rice. Okay, what I'm going to make is probably the red rice first, and I'm going to show you that. So I've added 1 cup of rice to my bowl and half a teaspoon of vinegar, and then now I'm going to add some red food coloring. All right, I think I added about 6 drops because I think it maybe needs to be a little bit darker red than this is. So then I'm going to stir it up. It's going to clump up at first. As you can see, it's kind of clumpy, but you keep stirring it. And pretty soon your rice will turn red or blue, whichever one you decide to do first. And after you've colored your rice, you're going to want to lay your rice out or spread your rice out on perhaps on a cookie sheet. I would probably put it on a piece of either wax paper or even foil or parchment paper, okay, on top of your cookie sheet. That way, when your rice is dry, you can just pick up the paper and then pour it into your candle holder. You're going to have to kind of fix it. I'll send home directions too as far as how much rice you could expect for each layer of your candle. Because I'm making up a batch of the red rice right now, which is 1 cup of rice, half a teaspoon of vinegar, and some red food coloring. So I'm going to stir that up really well. Okay, as you can see now, it's getting pretty red there. You know, I think I want to add a little more red to that, so I think I shall. Oh yes, now it's getting nice and dark red. Again, make sure you stir it up really well so you can distribute that color. Okay, I'm going to put this on my tray here. Away there. Then I'm going to put my rice onto a tray. Like I said, I would use a piece of parchment paper or wax paper or something. It'll make it a lot easier than after it's dried to pour it into your okay. So it probably takes you might want to let it sit overnight to dry, just that way to make sure that all the rice is dry. And as you can see, it did a pretty good job because there's no red on my hand. So the vinegar and the rice together makes some beautiful Some beautiful red rice there now. So assuming that I had put it into the paper, which is what I'm explaining, telling you what to do. Actually, I'll use my directions right here. So, assuming that I had, my rice is still kind of wet right now, but I'm just going to show you what I did. So, my rice is dried now for 24 hours. So I'm going to pour it into my Star container here. Okay. Then I'm going to spread it out. All right. And then I'm going to add some plain white rice. And then I'm going to top it off with the blue rice. Now, if you also want to do is you want to have maybe, if you want, to kind of have the layers kind of like go down a little bit. Let me show you here. I put, okay, see I pushed down a little bit with a stick, and then it gave almost like a, oh, maybe a mosaic look, I guess you could say, on the side there. And then you are all ready to go, okay? The candle that I'm giving you is a real candle. If you want to use an LED candle, you can certainly do that too, for safety reasons. But I think the candle and the rice should be fairly safe. And of course you'll want to watch that if you have small children around. So, all right, you have a wonderful 4th of July. And thanks for joining me. Bye.